Cake says he's been playing a lot of RuneScape recently. We talked to him, we asked him earlier, how's he feeling about going into Sophie? He's like, I don't know, man, I've been playing a lot of RuneScape. I'm like, all right, bud. And then goes up there and 3-0s Sophie. Yeah. I'm like, all right, okay.
All right, you got the RuneScape fundies,
yeah, exactly.
I guess. All right, let me chop down some trees and pretend that I'm Forsburn with his knife.
But yeah, great showing from Cake so far. Like I said, you know, he got that 3-0 earlier on Sophie, and then once again beat his doubles partner. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to be a big question mark of if Sophie has found something new to do on defense, because the offensive for Cake looks like a huge problem. We saw a very similar situation to what we saw when Stango was doing well, and for Sophie, it seemed like the answer was just win advantage harder. Instead of like, I mean, she figured out a couple little things on defense, but most of it was just the fact that she was winning advantage so hard that it didn't matter that she almost died every time she got hit.
I call that sandstorm syndrome.
Yeah.
When your offense is just that good. And there's always that question of if you were able to tweak the defense just a little bit more, can you get out of those silly setups, those things you're not ready for, DI checks every once in a while, situations where you're trying so hard to find the win condition you were talking about, that Abare reversal, the aggression, and your opponent is able to punish because they're still an advantage. They usually still have frame advantage that comes with that, or some sort of positioning advantage.
Yep.
So they snipe your jump, they snipe your startup, and those situations often lead to a lost stock.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I also think that, you know, it's hard to really do that on Cakeassault. You know, he's got so many levels, right? You know, you're always like, okay, if I could change this one thing, maybe I would. But then you realize he's already prepared for your first level of adaptation, maybe even your second. You know, so can you fight through all of the levels that we see?
Yeah, we're just talking about a level 1 game plan here. That is a very good point. You haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to go beyond that. So we'll have to see how that goes as we progress.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's going to be really interesting to see how this set plays out as we look into the finals, the grand finals here on what's our first stage? Godai Delta.
Okay. I feel like this is a pretty neutral stage. You have the low top blast zone, which is going to be good for Sophie. She's very good at getting those up strong confirmed, as we immediately see one. But on the other side of things, Cakeassault has a lot of space to move around to set up those clones, to set up the smoke.
Yeah. I mean, I think that one of the things from Cakeassault right now is he's just getting absolutely blown up on defense. Sophie has just found an opening and taken it the extra mile. Like I said, you know, she's the best defense is a good offense has been her mantra, and right now it's working out. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this ends up going though, because now Sophie's the one off stage.
No.
Okay, yeah, I mean, sometimes you make a little mistake like that, and we talked earlier how that like I felt like it was weighing a lot on Stego's mind, but I think as a top player, you got to have a little bit of short-term memory loss. You got to just be like, all right, you know, something happened. I've already forgotten. We're doing something new.
We love brain damage.
Well, I didn't say that. This isn't football.
Big fan. Big fan. Oh, so many down tilts from Cakeassault. He's just holding down, and so is Sophie. They are staring into each other's brotherly loving eyes as they try to figure out who's going to stop crouch canceling first. The answer seems to be Sophie, as Cakeassault starts to get an advantage, but as soon as I say that, it just turns around.
Yeah, very interesting edge guard scenario here. Does manage to get the down air into the reverse forward air sweet spot. Still not enough to get the stock just yet, though. And now the shoes on the other foot. Cake is kicking with all his might. Still just a trade. It's going back and forth so much. Neither of these players can get the best of the other, and a great tech on that floor hug shine. Cake forces Sophie into the corner and finds a very fast F-strong.
Great conversion there from Cakeassault to give himself a lead in this first game. Sophie came out the gate swinging, but Cakeassault has found a way to stay consistent, to punish and overstep that one time to get Sophie off stage, and now she is just having to claw her way back.
Yeah, I mean, it's so doable right now, but the more times you give up something like this, the less and less it is possible. As a forward throw, it's not enough to get the stock. Still, even at that 170 without the fire on, Once again, Cake Waveland on into jab. Using the platform as a little bit of cover has just been so useful in all of these circumstances.
You got the spike there? How did that spike?
And reset into the
Bro,
down
you
strong.
got scammed.
Got Farkle Snurf.
You got positively Farkle Snarfed by that one.
Oh man, just an absolutely disastrous ending there for Sophie, who just had everything going for her for the first half of the game, and then suddenly the machine booted up.
That was so unfortunate. I thought they got rid of that hitbox like 10 months ago.
Oh no. Not this time. I mean, somehow Cake managed to find it.
Ooh, okay, we are getting up close and personal. I think this is one of the best stages Sophie could have picked. She's trying to box, and she's trying to keep her relatively weak recovery from being a factor.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the problems I have with this stage is how you are always just one hit away from being off stage.
Yep.
And when you're off stage versus Cakeassault, things like that happen to you, baby. You don't have a chance to come back.
We don't need any funky hitboxes for that one. That is consistent 100% of the time. Cakeassault, one of the best users of down airs in the business, if not the best, as we see another one converting into the down strong, and now we're in the fair trade.
Yup, back into that dash attack. A little bit of an interesting option to continue the combo there. Another down air, forward setting hitbox, so good.
Should have spiked.
Oh. That would have been actually worse if it spiked. It would have been actually worse.
I can feel Void smiling.
When you smile into the void, sometimes the void smiles back at you.
Oh, great spacing
Yup.
from Cakeassault.
And you don't need a spike hitbox on that one.
He's been doing it all day. He just spaces you out, knows when you're going to come in, and uses that down tilt. Finally, Sophie getting a bit of a shine spike there, but immediately the fair train has entered the station.
Back into these down strongs once again, setting up for a good corner pressure situation. Missing that tech, actually disastrous once again here for Sophie, who is forced into the corner, does get the little flip cancel, meaning she can fight neutral once again, but she's fighting from a huge disadvantage. Nair one into turnaround. Oh my god, it's got so much going for her.
The most insane fours up tilt I have ever seen in my life. I cannot believe that worked. Sophie is desperately hunting for a way to get advantage started, but the smallness of the stage, I think you were right, that is just working so hard against her. Every time she gets hit, it is a fight for her life. Going for the spike, but she has to bring him back. Tech on the shine as well. Cakeassault is still alive, 75% on this stock. Can Sophie find something?
She's still going. She's not stopping. Oh, it's not enough for the kill though, 110%. That was everything in Sophie's tank. Finally finds that down strong, and we've seen her make these comebacks before. You said the fumes are ignited at this point. Will it be enough?
Yes, it will. Just barely. Cakeassault getting that reverse hit back air. Amazing DI from Sophie on the reverse hit, by the way. Just not quite enough.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like the stage was a factor in that match. Just the fact that she was just so close to the edge, and every single time Cake was able to carry, like you said, the fair train all the way across. You see a potential carrier swap? No, okay. It's not happening. It's not happening today.
I want to see the Cake random like fleet comes out. Like, you know what?
No, that was Sophie.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I feel like she was just kind of like moving her fingers around a little bit. You know what I mean?
She was like, maybe can you pick fleet? So I want to play that matchup instead.
I beg you, please give me something. But we are going back to the Delta. I think it's a reasonable pick. Now she's, I think, struggling a little bit to find a stage where she's super comfortable, so you go to something that doesn't have any big cons to it.
Yeah, I actually think this stage is just a really good overall Zetter stage. Forspurn's a character that has a lot of strengths on
Don't get down aired.
Okay,
don't get down aired.
Yeah, has a lot of strengths on those smaller stages, but also like, you know, with these platforms, it works out really well for him in general. But once again, the Sophie mentality, the best defense is a good offense, and if she can play every stock like that, man, we're gonna be seeing a reset.
Sophie's looking kind of back right now. This is the opportunity, and we talked about this before as well. You've got the lead, which gives you a certain level of power in the match, a little bit more control over Cakeassault. She needs to leverage that.
Yeah, it gives you more confidence. It makes your combos deal more damage. You know.
Could you imagine? Oh, Great catch there. Shine extension. That was pretty.
Yeah, she is doing so much damage here and really forcing Cake into the corner with a lot of damage. Shine out of shield. Down tilt into Obstrong. Gets the job done. 86% only. 3 stocks to none. I mean, this is a tough spot for Cakeassault. What do you think has changed?
I think that part of it was just that Sophie was a little bit tighter on a couple of extensions. And you know, there's something to be said for at the beginning. Well, sometimes the Dunkaroos come out. At the beginning, sometimes you do just get a tech chase right. But the key factor is that she has been able to control with the lead. She's forcing Cakeassault to do things.
Yeah, and putting Cake on the back foot is no easy feat, and I think that she's finally finding a way to do so as we see another combo here and a huge charge on the Upstrong, just enough, extending that combo and using the last bit of the fire to get the job done. 2 stocks from Sophie, emphatic turnaround from these previous games, Lentini.
What an important statement as well, because now you have to run the reverse 3-0 gauntlet. Now, oh, you see Tempest Peak
yeah, exactly. I was like, I see Tempest Peak banned. I'm like, good.
But now you have to play on Cakeassault's counter picks for 2 more games.
Yep.
Just for the right for another best of 5. This is still Cakeassault's advantage by a pretty big margin, so it's still up to Sophie to use the momentum that she just found.
Okay, but what if she kills in 1 hit 3 more times?
You're so right. Let's go, Sophie.
And yeah, oh, she missed the downer off the ledge. That was actually a huge inflection point of this game. Like, you hit that, like, you're not taking all of this combo in the reverse order. But now, okay, she's still going. Hold on a second. Gets the tech chase into the down throw. Another one. What? And she still finds the Upstrong. It's not enough. Just a hair off on the damage on Merchant Port. But I mean, still, this is a great showing from Sophie. If she can get out of this corner, get back to neutral, it'll be a big deal.
I love that as well. She was able to get back to neutral with a nice little mix-up in the corner with that down special. However, Cake reversed it anyway. That cheeky little poke of Nair dash attack. Decent DI from Sophie, so she gets to live for but a moment, but she's too far out. Cakeassault empowering as well. We might get that super clone in a second here. Let's find out.
Yeah, I think I've normally seen him use this just for the smoke, the super smoke.
I do love the super smoke.
Yeah, and I think that, oh, Sophie, a hair off on that really nice DI from Cake.
Did you see that SDI?
Yeah, didn't matter.
She got hit, and she landed closer to Cakeassault.
She's like, I want to go in. I want to go in.
That's another thing that Sophie has been a little bit better about at the low percent on these last couple games. She has been floor hugging and SDIing a little bit tighter. Things like the forward air trains have not been quite as potent.
Yeah, still, she has to find her way into this second stock as Cake has just been slowly running away with the game as another trade does not work out in Sophie's favor. Just deals with that clone, slowly working her way out of here, but the shield is getting smaller and smaller. Do not hit that button again as, oh, the push off almost into the down air. Still so much work to do to come back in this game as we see the back air leans up the down air like we've seen so many times in that previous set.
All right, Sophie, last chance. Does not get the tech chase on the platform, goes for double up air. Cakeassault getting the early damage, and with every hit, she can feel the wind bleeding away from her. Gets the dash attack, goes for a shine spike. Desperate for win cons right now as Cakeassault is mashing, forcing you to be honest. Weak hit of the fair.
So close. Another downer into down air. Is it enough? And holds the ledge just for a moment longer, meaning that we are on the final stock here, potentially. Needs one more and then has to win on the counter pick again. It's not over yet if Sophie takes it, but Cake could end it all right here, Lentini.
As the rain pours down, one of these fires will be extinguished. Sophie on the back foot right now as the down air comes out, and that means that Cakeassault is going to be your 2025